Hello, guys. How are you all? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to another video. I did not like my original script, so I had to rewrite it. Even though for today I have a script, I know very well I will always refer to it. Anywho, for today's video, I thought it would be best to start off a bit light and give a proper introduction about myself, answering the question, who am I? Let's begin. On the internet, I go by many names and nicknames, but on YouTube I shall call myself a Boss B. And yes, it is pronounced as a Boss B. I am 17, in college, I am British, and I live in England. Actually, my family aren't native to these lands, as my family comes from Zanzibar. In terms of my ethnicities, I am mainly black, however I do have some Arab heritage. I'll, I will probably make a longer video about my heritage sometime in the future. I can speak three languages to varying degrees. English, as I live in the UK, it's to a C1 level, basically fluent. I don't know if I could consider it my native language, as it sits quite well in my head, but I don't know. Share your thoughts in the comments. I do not need to demonstrate this language as I've been talking to you since in this language since this video began, unless you guys want a bit of slang. I also speak Swahili. I say to a fluent level, but I am aware it has deteriorated over the years. Now, I suck at reading the language, so here it goes. Waswahili ambao wapo hapa, mimi nazungumza Kiswahili nyumbani kila siku, lakini najua kwa sababu niko UK nazungumza Swa-English sana. Yaani mix ya Swahili na English. Kurudi Zanzibar mara kwa mara imeokoa Kiswahili changu, lakini inshallah kwenye future nitaweza kukiboresha. Najua ma-auntie na ma-uncles watanicheka kwa Kiswahili changu kibovu, so moving on. And finally, the last language, which I've actually been learning for the past 3 years and kind of failing at it, is Arabic. With Arabic, I talk in the standard variant, but I do have some understanding of dialects. I ain't the best, I say I'm intermediate even though it's been 3 years, but here's a short sentence or paragraph. نعم يا شباب، أتكلم اللغة العربية حتى لو هي شوي شوي. أتكلم الفصحى واللهجات مختلط. أفكر تسمي اللهجة الأبيض، لكن إن شاء الله في المستقبل أجل فيديو كامل بالعربية أو السواحلية. To proceed, I think it is best to mention now I am a Muslim. I know I am not perfect. I say I'm quite devout, but again, I am not perfect. I try to follow my religion to the best of my ability, and I ask Allah to guide me and make me and the rest of us all better. Ameen. Hobbies and interests. I kinda like programming even though it is quite difficult. But persevere, lads and ladies. We will make it through. Don't get caught up with AI. Because with AI, if you just rely on AI for programming, you're never actually gonna get better. I currently use Python mainly because of school, but honestly, I believe I actually need to put more effort into it, as I believe it's a useful language, as it's used in stuff like machine learning, which links to AI. You can make games on it, they're alright, and it has an okay user interface if you want to make stuff with that. But I kinda need this one for school, so I gotta lock in. But I'm probably the laziest programmer out there. I've wanted to learn Roblox Lua in the past, and I have learnt some of the fundamentals. However, I haven't really worked on it. One, because of school, and two, my computer isn't the best right now, and yeah, I think you can hear the fan in the back. But yeah, there is a game of mine that I've wanted to develop, and I'll link that down in the description if you want to check it out. It's a Napoleonic type musket game, which I just want to have as like a first project that I've done on Roblox Lua. Moving on, I enjoy learning about history, even though I don't have a lot of time for that these days. I'd say right now my favorite time period is the Napoleonic era, even though my knowledge of it sucks. I don't really have favorite films or shows anymore. I mean, I like Star Wars at some point, but to be honest, it's an on and off thing. Sometimes it's my favorite, sometimes I forget about it. I like it because I like how the story structures out, except for like the last three movies. Those are just, yeah. Anime. Why have I written about anime here? Anime, I don't really watch that. I mean, I hear some friends talk about anime, but like, I was never really into that. I mean, there's this one anime, but that's a story for another day. Anime has some okay plots, but it's not something that I would like to invest my time into. I would say I like learning languages, but I haven't really done that properly over the last few months, so I'll leave that at that. Can it even be argued that studying is a hobby? Because I mean, I've been doing that for like a year now, actually longer than a year. This video, even though I don't know, no, the video is not going to be that long, but it's kind of rushed as I got stuff to do, and there are a lot of topics which I could have talked about, and a lot of topics which I've talked about quite briefly, but I don't want to make this an hour-long video by going into detail about everything. So in the future, perhaps we need a video about college life, maybe how to study once I figure out how to do that. Britain and the UK in general, Zanzibar, history, language learning and how to do that, the Swahili language, the Arabic language, um, and yeah, I've omitted details again. I don't want the entire internet to know everything about me yet. But before I cut off, I would like to say, since college will be starting again very soon, I wouldn't be able to post videos on a weekly basis, but I hope to get stuff out, maybe on like a 2 week basis, like I said in the previous video. I hope it doesn't become like a 3 week basis thing or like a month basis thing, but I will try my best to get some content out. But I guess for this video, that's it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.